everybody, and welcome back to the BMB Game of the Week featuring the Mepham Pirates and the new Hyde Park Gladiators. I'm Rocco Law. Alongside here is Tom Morrow. The Conference A1 battle ready to start here at Mepham High School.
Rocco, both teams met earlier in the season. It was a thriller, actually. Mepham snuck away with the victory in overtime. Close one there, 84-80. Richie Vaquero scored 7 of 16 points in 12-point overtime. Kai Beckett finished with 26, and Greg Ball added 15 for Mepham. Luke Orban scored 25 points, and Nicholas Lavulik added 16 points for New Hyde Park. Mepham won by 4 in that one, as I said, 84-80. So it's going to be a good one today.
You're right, Tom, and just a little bit of a different story for both sides today. The Pirates started off the season a little bit slow, but got into rhythm right away. They've won 6 out of their last 7. New Hyde Park, a little bit of a different story. They started off with a okay start, but have slid back a little bit here in the latter half of the season, just looking to finish the season strong. Pirates start to play. Greg Paul finds Fontanetta from deep and buries that one. The senior has his first three-pointer of the day, and the Pirates take an early 3-0 lead.
Excellent ball movement by Mepham, just passing around, trying to find the feel of the court. Finds Fontanetta at the perimeter, nails it.
Rebounded by sophomore Richie Vaquero, who moves up the court. Stopped at a bit of motion. Vaquero moves up right up top. Fontanetta again from deep. 3-ball won't go. A little bit of a traveling violation called right there on junior Christos Fernandez. And the Pirates will take over possession here. Just a minute in here on senior night. Fontanetta over to Vaquero up top. Vaquero drives over to the lane. Flying layup won't fall. Rebounded by Isaiah LaRosa, who is back up top all alone for the 3. And LaRosa buries it from long range, and
Great
we
job
have a
by
tie game.
Great job by Larios, getting the rebound, getting the feel, as I said there, and buries it, as you said, Rocco.
Beckett called for the traveling violation en route to finding Fontanetta over on the sideline. And the Gladiators will retain possession here. Senior Nicholas Lavulik from way downtown and knocks down the Gladiators' second three-pointer of the day. Take a 6-3 lead. Vaquero up top. Fontanetta cross court to a wide open Makai Beckett. Rebounded by Fontanetta, swings it over to Chris Smith on the baseline. 2 won't fall, rebounded by Beckett with the athleticism. Finds a way to do the up and under move with the layup and cuts the Gladiators lead to 1.
Excellent move by Beckett, getting the rebound, going up, putting up 2. Successful on that.
Left Kutlich up top. Coach Eustache of the Gladiators calls a timeout here.
Rocco, talk about, Mepham head coach, Coach Fallon, 11 years coaching for Mepham. Led Mepham to a 13-4 overall record this season. What impact do you think will play?
Well, Tom, Fallon has had his second straight one of an outstanding season again. And like we talked about in the beginning, the Pirates started off pretty slow, but definitely found their rhythm. They've won 6 out of their last 7, have leapfrogged the always lethal Garden City Trojans with Luke Long, and district rival Calhoun has been kept at bay. They've won 2 meetings, so they've won their first meeting so far this season. They got a big game coming up on Caleb Dollar Smith night on Monday. But, this is Fallon's second straight big season. These are 2 back-to-back good teams for him, and he's looking to make a deep postseason run with his Pirates this year.
Rocco, we just saw there a bit of a turnover there for New Hyde Park, and I got to talk with New Hyde Park head coach, Coach Eustache, and he mentioned one of the things that he wants to limit throughout this game is turnovers, and that definitely could be a big factor.
The sophomore, Vaquero, knocks down the 2, and the Pirates take back the lead, 7-6 here early. 2 minutes has been taken off the clock already.
Rocco, mainly that timeout from New Hyde Park and Coach Eustache was mainly slow down a rhythm of Mepham, find what they can do and just get back on pace here. Down 1, close game so far throughout the first quarter though.
Of Coolidge knocked down before he got the foul. Greg Paul with the hustle right here as he knocked down into the scores table over here. Probably could have had the fast break points if he hustled a little more.
Ball's coming right into the sports booth here, Rocco.
It was a little too close to comfort. Of Coolidge called for the traveling violation, and the Pirates retained possession. Vaquero takes up the ball here with 4:41 left here in the first quarter. Fontanetta drives, a little bit of a jump shot. Jumper won't fall, rebounded by Orban. Orban tries a little 2-pointer of his own. Airballed the ball. Was then rebounded by Cristo Fernandez, and he was fouled at the line, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Rocco, we talk about Coach Eustache, mentioned a little before. Second year for New Hyde Park. Off to a rough start this season, struggling a little bit, but definitely looking to get it along. Talk about the team though. He's got mainly a young core team. One senior in their starting lineup. Definitely plays a huge impact there.
Fernandez makes 1 of 2 of the line, rebounded by Makai Beckett, tries to go coast to coast. And the big man gets the and 1, trying to go to the line to convert on the 3-point play. Great athleticism shown by the junior right there, Tom, who is a top 4 scorer in Nassau County. Have not seen that type of play here around Mepham in quite some time. Is a Newsday top 100 player. Makai Beckett doesn't make the free throw, and the Gladiators will take over possession as Cristo Fernandez misses that layup.
Rocco, you go back to, Makai Beckett exposing, Levulik's ankles there.
Vaquero unable to connect on the 2-pointer as he dropped left Coolidge. But Cristo Fernandez takes notice of that and capitalizes on the layup as we have a tie game here, 9-9. Kender finds Greg Paul, but stolen quickly by Lev Coolidge. 2-pointer won't fall and was rebounded by number 12, Luke Orban, and he will get that layup to fall.
Great job by Orban, the vision on the IQ of the court, putting it back up, getting the 2 points, cutting the deficit to 2.
Beckett on the side finds Chris Smith, thought about shooting the 3. Kender over to Vaquero. Vaquero with the 2. Knocks down that jumper. And we have another tie game. Fernandez on the wing. Drives hard on Chris Smith, backing down the paint. Smith denied Fernandez at the rim. Fernandez with the second chance rebound and fouled right under the basket, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Rocco, we talk about Makai Beckett averaging 21.5 points per game and 4th in Nassau County leading scorer for Mepham. He's definitely going to play a huge impact on today's game.
Fernandez makes his first of 2 free throws. Looking to knock down the second one and give the Gladiators a 2-point lead. Uses the glass on that one. 13-11 New Hyde Park here with just 2:47 left here in the first quarter. Vaccaro gets the Kender Vaccaro back over, turns it over to Lefkulik, who stole the ball. Is double teamed by Bickett and Mackay. And Vaccaro had 3 Pirate defenders taken away from their defenders, but eventually the foul was called on junior Billy Kender.
Rocco, you know, Luca Orban, one of the key playmakers of this New Hyde Park team, averaging 16.1 points per game, and leading scorer for New Hyde Park. You know, he's definitely going to show up this game, averaging 16.1 points per game. We'll see him, you know, get his action, get his time in this one.
Fernandez forgot to set his feet on that last play. And we'll get called for the foul. He quickly has 2. So Coach Eustache will sub out his big man. Kender takes up the ball, passes it over to Vaccaro. Back up to Kender. Beckett all alone on the wing. 3 won't fall. And it looks like it will be a violation on the Pirates. Luke Orban tried a 3 from the wing, but just wouldn't fall. It was rebounded by Vaccaro. Vaccaro tries another pull-up J, won't fall. Rebounded by Orban, gives it to Lefkulich on the right-hand side, picked up by Greg Pohl, a little behind the back move, and knocks down the pretty rainbow shot.
Nice job there by Lefkulich. You know, it's definitely a key player in this one as well. You know, stepping back, just popping, get the feel for it, able to connect.
Another turnover by the Pirates, again to Lefkulich. Tries with the left hand. Vaccaro unable to come up the rebound.
Rocco, I mentioned, you know, Lefkulich is one of the key players for this team, and you know he's definitely going to be able to make plays and make good ones for this New Hyde Park team as they're leading by 4, especially on those turnovers. He's the last guy you want that ball to.
Up top is junior Adrian Luhambio. Billy Kender with the tough D, right up on Luke Orban. Lefkulich is up top, guarded by Vaccaro. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Lefkulich tried his own 3-pointer, wouldn't fall. Just under a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Mackay Beckett tried to go coast to coast on that one, but gets called for the traveling violation. Quickly,
Beckett's got 2 traveling violations here in the first quarter. A lot of miscues and, you know, mistakes that both teams can benefit and learn from here in the first quarter. New Hyde Park still leads by 4, 15-11.
Luhambio gives it over to La Rosa, who tries to fire from 3, rebounded by the strong Luke Orban. But Luhambio gets called for the traveling violation, cutting backdoor on the left-hand side, and the Pirates will take over possession.
Quickly,
Hickey.
Mepham's looking for answers here. You know, down 4, want to at least cut it to 2 here.
A little bit of miscommunication right there between Hickey and Vaccaro right there. La Rosa drives, kicks it back out to Luke Orban. Luke Orban finds Luhambio. Luhambio can't find nothing on the right-hand side. La Rosa's back up top. Picked up by Greg Pohl. La Rosa drives into Greg Pohl, and Greg Pohl is able to strip it away from La Rosa and will take over possession here for the Pirates.
12 seconds here. Mepham try to get off a last-second shot.
some miscues here early on for the Pirates, trying to contain the turnover game right now. Both teams very close to that bonus slot right now. Just under 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Billy Kender almost lost it for a minute. Richie Vaccaro finds Greg Paul in the corner. Three-pointer won't fall. And New Hyde Park will close out the quarter strong with a 4-point lead.
Rocco, you mentioned how both teams actually have a couple miscues, a couple turnovers, and it's definitely something that Coach Eustache and Coach Fallon are definitely going to be talking about with their teams. Limit the turnovers. Something like that along the lines. Just try to get chemistry and the mentality of the players going here. Start the second quarter as Mepham is down 4. New Hyde Park is up 4, 15-11.
Yeah, but Tom, what you just saw in the Pirates in the first quarter was that their spacing was just a little. They were just a little bunched up more than usual. Spacing hasn't really been a problem this season, unlike last season, but they're definitely pulling together this season with the spacing aspect. But you saw a lot in that first quarter: turnovers, miscues, fouls. Both teams are very close to the bonus right now, and another foul away, and your opponent will be at the free throw line at your expense.
Rocco, I can tell you probably now that this is going to be a slow pace second quarter. As you mentioned, both teams are almost near the bonus here, and are aggressively fouling in the paint. Christos Fernandez for New Hyde Park, in the paint on the perimeter. He's everywhere, and that's Mepham's biggest threat right now is Fernandez.
And I find Coach Fallon's strategy very interesting here heading into the second quarter. Senior Jack Fontanetta, their three-point specialist, is out. Not on the floor right now with only one foul. So you got to only think that Coach Fallon's trying to implement a strategy as DeRosa moved his feet a little bit with the ball and gets called for the traveling violation here.
Not even 10 seconds into the second quarter. A bit of a turnover there.
Greg Paul double-teamed. Lahambio with the push off right there and gets called with the foul. Coach Eustache right now vehemently trying to get his big man Cristo Hernandez to not to foul, as he already has 2 fouls here in the first half. I would like to keep his big man in the game right now. Beckett up top over to Greg Paul. Paul thought about shooting the 3, drives on Cristo Fernandez, gets blocked by the rim, rebounded by Fernandez. Great hustle by the junior Mekhi Beckett, and Mekhi Beckett flying coast to coast and knocks down the layup.
Excellent move by Beckett, just going back.
Very nice handoff. Right here is Mekhi Beckett with the slam.
Coast to coast again goes Beckett. 2 plays in a row in less than 30 seconds there.
A lot of great hustle right here by the Pirates as Luke Orban tries his own little shot right there, rebounded by Rob Caminetti. Kender resets back up top as he has a trailing offense getting ready to set back. Vaccaro goes all the way to the hoop and gets the nice soft left-hand layup to fall.
Good left-hand layup and great job by, Coach Fallon and these players here, understanding that down 4, they need to get something going here. Finds the chemistry, and the momentum's now going to Mepham's way. Exactly what Coach Fallon and the Pirates wanted.
Mepham's had a string of back-to-back possessions where they've stolen the ball and have capitalized on the fast break points as Cristo Fernandez airballs that. 3-point attempt. Mekhi Beckett slowly moving up the court. The Pirate offense resetting. Kender driving all the way to the lane, finds Rob Caminetti in the corner. 3-pointer won't fall and was rebounded by Luke Orban. Left Kulich brings up the ball, guarded heavily by Richie Vaccaro. Left Kulich from way downtown. Shot won't fall. Hambio with the rebound. Trying to find his big man Cristo Fernandez, who is currently very frustrated about his first half play right now.
Rocco, we go to, sophomore Richie Vaccaro, one of the key players from Mepham, averaging 11.1 points per game. He has 9 games where he has 10-plus points, and he also had 21 last game where he led Mepham in scoring. one of the key players in that one. Is definitely going to be a big impact today.
17-15 Pirates here with just 4:37 left in the second quarter. Cabinetti finds Kender on the left wing. Kender finds Makai Beckett. And Beckett nails the soft jumper.
Great athleticism there from Beckett. You know, two defenders in his face, steps back, you know, pops it easily. Done there for Makai Beckett, the junior.
Lefkowicz, guarded heavily by Vaquero, finds LaRosa. LaRosa drives, gets picked up by 3 Pirate defenders, but Luke Orban gets the rebound. 2-pointer won't go. And is out now, back out to Jonathan Kelly. Kelly finds LaRosa and will try a 3, and LaRosa buries that 3-pointer and cuts the Pirate lead back down to 1.
Great defense by Mepham, just poor, unable to handle the ball, you know, fully grab it. And that basically gave New Hyde Park another shot. They took advantage of it, able to nail the 3, cut the deficit to 1 there.
Pirates still retain possession here. Vaquero up top, finds a cutting Rob Cabinetti. Cabinetti finds Beckett all the way in the corner. Doesn't get the toilet bowl finish. Rebounded by the junior Rob Cabinetti, who tries to finish with the strong layup and gets fouled in the act of shooting. And will go to the line to shoot 2. Tom, it's been some tough physical play here in the first half. Both teams again near the bonus. So a lot of trips to the free throw lines will be coming here for New Hyde Park. And Mepham, senior Nick Reel, could not come up with the rebound right there.
Rocco, you're right. It's been physical and, you know, definitely a close game here, 2018. You know, nothing getting, not one team getting blown out here. Close game as last game these two faced was close, 84-80. You know, a high-scoring game. We'll be prepared for that tonight.
Three-pointer wouldn't fall from the sophomore Vaquero as Luke Orban was fouled heavily. Lefkowicz driving on Vaquero right there. Back out to Jonathan Kelly. Kelly passes it over to Lefkowicz. Lefkowicz, 4-3, buries it, and gives the Gladiators a lead once more, 21-20.
Excellent vision IQ from New Hyde Park. Just the ball movement and, you know, creativity of that play to find them in the corner, buries it. And a miscue here from Mepham gives New Hyde Park another shot at it to expand the lead as they're up by 1, 21-20.
LaRosa takes up the ball here. Gladiators trying to add some insurance points on the scoreboard right now. Just up by 1 point. Lefkowicz finds Jonathan Kelly. Kelly tried to do the up and under move. Wouldn't fall. It was rebounded by Billy Kender.
Just great defense by Mepham, just allowing him and forcing him to take that shot.
Beckett drains the three-pointer and gives the Pirates a 2-point lead here.
Rocco, that's one thing you cannot do is leave Makai Beckett wide open, whether it's in the paint or on the three-point line. You cannot leave him wide open. Averaging over 20 points per game, top 5 in Nassau, you cannot leave him wide open.
Vaquero found Kender on the outlet pass, couldn't finish with the layup, and then was rebounded by Rob Cabinetti, who was fouled in the act of shooting a layup. Who will go to the line to shoot 2.
Cabinetti, if he drills these 2 shots, could put Mepham up to a 2-possession game.
Cabinetti knocks down the first free throw. Substitution here. Nick Reel checking out. Senior Greg Pohl checking back in for the Pirates. Cabinetti knocks down both free throws and will check out for the senior Chris Smith as he gives the Pirates a 4-point lead. Jonathan Kelly for the Gladiators brings up the ball. It was blocked by Greg Pohl. Here's a 2-on-3 right now. Beckett able to save it. Back out to Greg Pohl. Greg Pohl fouled by number 3, Jonathan Kelly.
It looks like Mempham's in the bonus, so Pohl will go to the line.
Greg Pohl will go to the line to shoot 2 here as it was fouled by Jonathan Kelly. The senior knocks down the first one.
So 1-and-1 there, Rocco. If he doesn't make the first one, you play on. If he makes it, you get another shot.
Pohl knocks down both free throws. Greg Pohl's had such an illustrious career here at Mepham, Tom. He was a part of that 2018 Nassau County Soccer Champions here at Mepham, first time in school history. Defeated our longtime rival Garden City in the final, 1-0. A thriller if there ever was one. And has had a great career here as a Mepham basketball player. Was all conference last season as a junior. Looks to become all county this year. Had a consistent season so far. Couple of big 15-point games, and he's as consistent as the player as there is on this Pirate team.
Rocco, you mentioned he went to the Big Four, and he's definitely got experience in situations like those. Even if him as a freshman or a sophomore going there, he's got experience in those situations. So he definitely knows the knowledge and has the basketball IQ vision to where he's able to react to those big moments. Back to the line he goes.
Luke Orban.
And what a better night to do it here on senior night, Rocco.
Luke Orban fouled Greg Pohl, and Pohl will again go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The senior knocks down the first one. 1:54 left here in the second quarter. The Pirates trying to pull away right now with a 7-point lead so far. Pohl knocks down both free throws and gives the Pirate an 8-point lead. Jonathan Kelly moves up the court. Shot was rebounded by Greg Pohl. Double teamed right now. Billy Kender moves up the court. Little 1-on-2. A little lob pass to Chris Smith, and the layup would not fall. Rebounded left Coolidge. Little nice behind the back move. Shot was blocked by Greg Pohl, doing it on both ends. Billy Kender moves up the court and will reset the Pirate offense. Chris Smith in the paint, and Jonathan Kelly will draw the charge here on Chris Smith as he was backing down the paint.
Jaden Thomas checks in for New Hyde Park. Luke Notine will check out. Jaden Thomas, a junior for New Hyde Park. One of the guards on this Gladiator team.
Left Kulik. Luke Orban calling it down low. Rob Cabinetti sprints over to the weak side and knocks the ball out of Luke Orban's hand as Greg Pohl goes coast to coast and knocks down the 2-pointer to give the Pirates a double-digit lead.
Great job by Cabinetti on the defensive job. Stopping New Hyde Park from putting up 2 there, and Greg Pohl realizing it as we spoke earlier about his experience and his IQ and vision there, realizing an opportunity, as you said, Rocco takes it coast to coast, able to knock it down. They extend their lead to 10, 31-21. Just about 40 seconds left.
And a traveling violation gets called here on the running and gunning Jonathan Kelly. A little bit too eager on that point right there. Got his foot off the ground a little bit too early, where the traveling violation originated. Cabanity finds Vaccaro. 36 seconds left here in the second quarter. Vaccaro goes all the way to the lane and knocks down the layup to give the Pirates an 11-point lead. New Hyde Park trying to get something going here. The Pirates have been on some type of roll here. Left Kulich with the step back 2-3-pointer. The bank would not fall. Greg Paul trying to find someone. Knocks it back into Gladiators' hands, but rebounded by the strong Luke Orban. And Orban's fall-away jump shot will not fall, but he will go to the line to shoot two. Very interesting strategy right now, Tom. We haven't seen senior Jack Fontanetta enter this game since the 6-minute mark back in the first quarter. With only one foul, one could only think that Coach Fallon has a master plan for his three-point specialist right now.
Right, Rocco. Coach Fallon going to take a timeout here. 6 seconds left, trying to run up a play, up 11. Rocco, you're right about, Jack Fontanetta. I haven't seen him much. Like you said, he's mainly a three-point specialist, up 11. But, we haven't seen him since the first quarter. So, Coach Fallon definitely, I would say, has a plan here. But, as you said, Rocco, one knows who it could be, what the plan could be.
You're right, Tom. And usually, Coach Fallon usually relies on the senior for three-point shooting. Usually relies him on the big shots, getting the Pirates back into the game. But they have an 11-point lead right now, about to head into the second half. So Coach Fallon, and speaking of the Devil, Tom, as we're just speaking of him, the senior checks back in with just 6 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Pirates looking for one last shot to end off a momentous second quarter. Just about 5 seconds left here. Greg Pohl moves up the court.
Hey, no fouls, White, no fouls.
As the ball comes over here. Just about 2 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Another ball headed over here, Rocco.
Yeah, a little souvenir. Take home when we go home.
Must be popular over here, Rocco.
Get a little frame, put it on the the old dresser.
2 seconds left here. Coach Eustache drawing up a play here probably. Ball's right around half court. 3-point shooter, Lavulik, and Christos Fernandez down in the paint. Probably not going to have time for a rebound, but one last shot. Try to cut the deficit to 8 here, going into half. So.
Tom, as you know, we are part of Bellmore-Merrick Broadcasting. That's what this video is brought to you by right now, today, oddly enough. And later this month, our program will be taking a intense trip to Washington, D.C., where we will be competing in the Student Television Network's National Convention in Washington, D.C., with over 3,000 students from across the country and programs like these that we've been in for the past 4 years will be competing against us in over 40 categories. Very excited for that, Tom. I know I am, especially in sports commentary. That's my niche. That really is my niche, and I'm super excited to go.
Rocco, as well as myself, other kids around the world that have the same interest in us will be there and interact. It's great. It's a great thing. Now back to the game. One last shot.
And this junior Makai Beckett denies Luke Orban of the ball with just about 1 second left here in the second quarter. Gladiators trying to find one last second shot. Gets it to Luke Orban. And that desperation last shot attempt will not fall. The Pirates go into the half, leading 33-22 here on senior night, as we will toss it over to Coach Fallon, who will be honoring tonight's 6 seniors for the Mepham Pirates.
We'll see you at the start of the second half.
We're just about underway here at Mepham High School on senior night. Just about ready to get started the second half here, Tom. Mepham's up 33-22. They are looking for their they're going to be looking for their 9th win of the season, possibly their 5th straight game. That will be confirmed later.
Close first half, Rocco, and first quarter, I'd rather say. Close first quarter until Mepham basically took it away. Up 11 now, 33-22, and Mepham will start with it here.
Vaquero up top to start it off. Finds Fontanetta. Drives on Leveluke. Fontanetta. Thought about shooting three-pointer. Drives on La Rosa. And will be called for the traveling violation. Rosa double teamed by Vaquero and Fontanetta. Vaquero up and under, flying to the rim.
Great defense by Mepham and putting that right back up. Extend the lead even bigger here to 13.
Chris Smith blocked Cristo Fernandez, but the second chance rebound by Luke Orban. Passed it over to Cristo Fernandez for a second chance.
New Hyde Park, as they just scored 2. It's a great ball movement underneath and 2 big men working in the paint. Rocco, as we talk about Christos Fernandez, you know, averaging just 16 points per game, 12 games where he has 10-plus points, and one of the top playmakers on this team to make plays when most needed.
Jaden Thomas gets called for the traveling violation, and the Pirates will take over possession. Great ball. Over to Chris Smith. Pirates trying to move it past court. Fontanetta from the corner knocks down the three. The senior has 6 points in the game.
Great ball movement by Mepham, and just the chemistry and the flow there. They were able to connect.
There's Makai Beckett driving down the lane. Makai Beckett tried to find Richie Vaccaro, but instead found a fan on the second row of the seats. And the Gladiators will take over possession.
You can't wait for them to come. Give us the ball. You're waiting for them to set up in the press.
Vaccaro tightly guards LaRosa. And LaRosa will get charged with the traveling violation.
A lot of miscues in this game, Rocco, and one of the things Coach Eustache wants. One of the three things he wants to do to beat Mepham is limit the turnovers, and he said that twice. And that's one of the things that came down to last game was turnovers.
Beckett with the nice soft jumper and gets the bucket to fall. Gives the Pirates a 16-point lead.
Biggest lead of the night for Mepham. They definitely look to expand.
Lev Lucic with a nice crossover move to get Richie Vaccaro falling right there, unable to get the three-pointer.
So earlier in the game,
nice
Rocco, Vaccaro got Levelich. Levelich trying to get back at him. Definitely a battle between them two.
LaRosa finds Orban. Orban finds Levluc. Left Kulik finds LaRosa. LaRosa down over to Cristo Fernandez. Backs down Chris Smith in the paint. And he will get charged with the traveling violation. A lot of traveling violations committed here in the third quarter.
Rocco, a lot of turnovers for his new Hyde Park team.
Makai Beckett tried to go up and under move, but rebounded by Chris Smith. And his putback will not fall. Greg Pohl charged for the defensive foul over on Cristo Hernandez, reaching in. Gladiators still will take over, retain possession. LaRosa is up top, finds Jaden Thomas. Jaden Thomas over to LaRosa. LaRosa fires from deep. Three-pointer will not fall. Was rebounded by Makai Beckett. Over the head, bounce pass to Greg Pohl, who was finding a cutting Chris Smith. The Pirates still will retain possession underneath.
Almost might have been a better play if Greg Pohl might have shot that three. No one really around him trying to go underneath, which I understand. Fontanetta
knocks down the three-pointer. The senior is 3 for 3 on three-point attempts tonight and has 9 points, quickly 6 points here in the first 3 minutes. And the Pirates have a 19-point lead.
Feeling it. Fontanetta feeling it from the three-point line. Biggest lead of the night for Mepham. Definitely looking to, walk away with this one right after. Momentum going now Mepham's way. Definitely looking to, like I said, walk away with it, extend their lead.
Coach Eustache trying to talk up his Gladiators, trying to find something, trying to get the Gladiators back into a rhythm. We're going back to Jack Fontanetta, Tom. The senior, all-conference honorable mention last year, trying to boost his athletic prowess and trying to get up to that all-county status this year right now. Has multiple 15-plus point games. Almost broke the team record in three-pointers made this season. Record is still held by former senior Jake Santiago. But it's going to be his last senior night as a senior. Even though they still have one more game, Tom, he's still looking to make a splash right now.
You're right, Rocco, and of course, senior night. Last season playing for Mepham. You want to go out with a bang.
Levlukovic finds LaRosa in the corner and knocks down the three-pointer. Chris Smith finds Richie Vaccaro over on the ring. Richie Vaccaro gets triple teamed over there. Gladiators trying to put the pressure D on the Pirates right now with a 16-point lead. Vaccaro finds Fontanetta. He will try another three-pointer. And the senior is hot from downtown. 3 of 3 here in the third quarter. 12 points total in the game.
19-point lead for Mepham. Looking strong.
Luke Orban with a nice back down move on Fontanetta. Fontanetta finds Greg Paul. Paul drives to the lane. Tried to find Vaccaro over on the wing, who was wide open.
You know, and this is where, you know, that New Hyde Park defense almost collapses. But, you know, Coach Eustache trying to keep them together here and, you know, see what they can do. Rocco, you mentioned Fontanetta, 3 for 3.
Poked away by Jaden Thomas. Picked up by Lev Kulik, who nails the layup. Gets the Pirate lead back down to 16.
Rocco, going back to Jack Fontanetta, you mentioned him, 3 for 3 in the third quarter, averaging 12.8 points per game. It's 10 games where he's 10-plus points.
Fontanetta with the turnover. Lev Kulik wide open in the corner. In the face of Vaccaro and knocks down the two-pointer as his foot was on the line. As Coach Fallon would now take a timeout.
46-33 the score is here. 3:52 left in the third quarter. New Hyde Park trying to answer to what Mepham has done so far.
Tom, the senior, Fontanetta, getting the hot hand right now. Getting the hot hand right now. He's got 12 points so far in the quarter. Not in the quarter, overall. But he's got 9 points here in the third quarter. 3 of 3 from downtown. The senior, we know, trying to still make a splash here in his final season as a senior.
100% correct, Rocco.
Vaccaro double teamed right here by Thomas and LaRosa. Coach Fallon in disbelief right now that the ball will be going the other way for the Gladiators, as the refs will talk it over here.
Trying to see probably whether if this is either one of two going, New Hyde Park or Mepham, or a foul possibly here.
After long deliberation, the call is overturned, and the Pirates still will retain possession here, as the ref briefly explained that New Hyde Park had the last touch when it went out of bounds. Chris Smith, double team, finds a wide open Greg Paul in the corner. The senior Jack Fontanetta. Fouled heavily on the rebound. Flew like Kareem on Tommy, flew like Kareem. Going up top, but came like a plane coming down.
Rocco trying to go for a big board underneath, you know, give this Pirate team another chance to score.
The big man, Cristo Fernandez, tried to back down Chris Smith in the paint. Chris Smith and Fernandez exchanging a little bit of words here.
Might have been over the back there on Fernandez, as big as his body. Big as a man, he is down low. That comes hard to those big men, try not to go over the back.
13-point lead here for the Pirates. Just 3:17 left here in the third quarter. Vaccaro cross court to Fontanetta. Will try another three-pointer. Close, but won't fall. Rebounded again by Chris Smith and gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Strong rebound there from the senior Chris Smith. Doing exactly what he does best underneath the paint. Underneath the paint, goes up, hits the rebound. Looking to give Mepham 2 points here.
Chris Smith knocks down the first free throw. 14-point lead for the Pirates here. Lev Kulich gets over to La Rosa. Cristo Fernandez tries a jumper. Will not fall. Rebounded by Luke Orban. Layup will not fall. All the way over to Micah Beckett. Tries to store for the dunk and does not get it to go. Jaden Sang blocked by Greg Paul as he gets it all the way cross court over to Micah Beckett, who gets blocked by the rim on the two-pointer. Another turnover as Greg Paul back over. Little inbound pass right there to Chris Smith.
A lot of coast-to-coast action here and a lot of turnovers. As it was a hefty 1 minute there of just back and forth action.
Lev Kulich tries a long three-pointer. Won't go. Strongly rebounded by Fontanetta. And gets a foul call. Substitution coming in here for the Gladiators as number 11 senior Jasjo Singh will come in for Jonathan Kelly. And Richie Vaccaro checks back out. Checking back in for the Pirates is Rob Cabinetti. Chris Smith finds Nick Santiago, who is also in the game. Greg Paul in the corner, step back two-pointer. Won't fall, rebounded underneath by Chris Smith and gets fouled.
Chris Smith, these last couple minutes, been working it in the paint. Does an excellent job boxing out in the rebound. Chris Smith knocks down the first free throw. Gets the Pirate lead back up to 18. Their largest lead of the game so far is 19. He can make it just that if he makes this one, but does not. Rebounded by Cristo Fernandez. Gives it to Lev Kulich, who gives it over to Jasjo Singh, who nails it from deep. Gets the three-pointer to go for the Gladiators. Nice job there by Singh.
Fontanetta over to Nick Santiago, who will set back up the Pirate offense. Fontanetta finds Greg Paul in the wing, drives. Rob Cabinetti poked away by Chris Smith with a nice hustle, but Luke Orban tries to find Lev Kulich, denied by Greg Paul and Chris Smith. Greg Paul and Santiago. Just under a minute here in the third quarter. Fontanetta on the wing. Santiago. Fontanetta, a long three-pointer. Won't go. Nick Santiago tried for the putback layup. Would not fall.
Good rebound there by Santiago. Realizing it and getting the rebound. Just unable and unfortunate that he couldn't make that.
Fontanetta rebound the ball. We'll give it over to Nick Santiago. Over on the wing is Greg Paul. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Santiago trying to find a Pirate, but gets over to Jack Fontanetta, who goes all the way to the rim, but blocked by La Rosa. Just under 12 seconds here. Cristo Fernandez with the Kareem jump shot, but will not fall. 4 seconds left here. La Rosa fouls Nick Santiago. Coach Eustache is irate right now, not happy with his guards play right now.
Could understand it there from a coach's perspective.
Santiago knocks down the first free throw. Santiago nails 2 free throws here as Luke Orban will try a last second at the half shot and will not fall as we go into the fourth quarter with the Pirates up 17 points. Tom, a big quarter for the Pirates right now. The senior Fontanetta had some part to do with that with his hot three-point shooting. 3 of 6 there right in the third quarter. 12 points overall.
Rocco, you know, especially for Fontanetta, when you sit out almost all of the first half, you know, it's hard to come back, get on a hot streak, and, you know, do what he did. You know, nailed some big three-pointers that extended the lead, and, you know, definitely, you know, Beckett trying to show off his skills, and key players from Mepham. You know, Beckett, Vaquero, whole starting five trying to do what they can do. Just New Hyde Park is trying to look for answers and expand on trying to come back in this game.
Tom, the Pirates right now have a commanding 17-point lead, but Coach Eustache of New Hyde Park still trying to get his Gladiators on a rhythm, still trying to rally his Gladiators right now, trying to find some sort of life right now for this team. As they looked a little bit disoriented heading into that third quarter, up as the Pirates were up double digits.
Well, Rocco, it's definitely been a tough season for Coach Eustache. 4-13 overall. You know, only throughout 17 games, only got 4 wins. It's a tough season for him. You know, like I said in the beginning, he's just trying to end the season on a high note. So, you know, if they could pull off a win here today, it'll be definitely shocking for this New Hyde Park team.
Jordan Jajo, three-pointer won't fall, but left Kulich with the rebound. Jajo finds Dillian Annan. Annan finds Thomas over on the wing. Jajo thought about for the three-pointer, but taken away by Rob Cabinetti. Going coast to coast was Fontanetta, trying to find a cutting Richie Vaquero, but instead passed it out of bounds to an imaginary player. Jajo over on the wing. Carroll tightly guarding Thomas right now. Thomas drives to the rack and will be fouled by Danny Hickey.
Rocco, that's something that's been a big key factor for this Mepham team so far throughout today is their defense.
Thomas, free throw unable to go. Thomas's free throw would not fall. It's rebounded by the senior Fontanetta, who tries to move up the court. Finds a wide open Richie Vaquero. Cross-court over to Rob Cabinetti. Cabinetti over to Greg Pohl. Greg Pohl finds open Richie Vaquero. Fontanetta drives. Pull-up J will fall, and the senior now has 14 points.
Great ball movement execution by the Mepham offense to realize that, you know, just put some points up here. You have a big lead. Just trying to do what they can.
Richie Vaquero steals it, and the breakaway layup will fall. Pirates now lead, their largest lead of the night, 21 points. Luke Orban tries his own three-pointer and will not fall. Was rebounded by Danny Hickey. All the way cross-court, Rob Cabinetti steals it away from Jordan Jajo as if he was an NFL cornerback.
You know, a tough pass there, but a good job by Rob Cabinetti going up, you know, getting that, and then putting 2 up for Mepham, making a 23-point lead.
Jordan Jajo from way downtown and knocks down the three-pointer. The senior now has 6 points. Vaquero finds Danny Hickey. Danny Hickey over to the jumping Richie Vaquero, who tries to go all the way. Stolen by Jaden Thomas. 1-on-2 is Jordan Jajo. Goes up on the senior Greg Pohl. Jajo saying my mistake. Coach Fallon sending in some of his reserves as Nick Reel will check in for the first time tonight for senior Greg Pohl here on senior night. Left Kulich trying to find a Gladiator who gets open. Rob Cabinetti steals it once again. Will reset the offense. and the left Coolidge in a bit of a battle right now. Richie Vaquero drives all the way to the rack and gets the nice up and under layup to go. 22-point lead here for the Pirates. 5:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Jaden Sang! Jaden Thomas, by mistake, blocked by the senior Nick Reel.
Nick Reel, checking in, one of the seniors, senior night, showing what he could do on this Mepham team. Comes up big with a block there, 61-39. Big lead here for Mepham as they're just trying to have some fun tonight.
Reel showed some great athleticism right there with the block. Got his long hands over. Fatena grabs the ball as he drives to the lane. The little floater will not fall. Moving up the court was Art Singh. Right there in the corner was Jazzo Singh, and that would not fall, and rebounded by Nick Reel. Pirates trying to slow down things right here as they're up by 22 here on senior night. Nick Reel, Danny Hickey was double teamed. Rich Vaquero will reset the offense. Right there is Jack Fontanetta. And will go stripped of the ball as it goes out of bounds.
4:43, 61-39. 21-point lead. 22-point lead here for the Mepham Pirates.
Down low is the senior Nick Reel. As Arsh Singh commits the foul. With the Pirates now in the bonus, the senior Nick Reel will get his first chances at the line here tonight. The senior Nick Reel free throw would not fall, but rebounded by Danny Hickey, and the Pirate offense will now reset. Vaquero down low, back to Hickey. Reel in the post, but gets called for the traveling violation. Reel had a nice little spin move backing down the paint, but got a little bit too quick, a little bit of happy feet, and just raised his feet a little bit too quick.
Stopped his dribble too soon there.
Jonathan Kelly out on the wing. Part of a group substitution here for Eustache's Gladiators right now. Going to the rack was number 4, Dillian And. Layup would not fall as Fontanetta travels up the court. Fontanetta over to Danny Hickey. Three-pointer would not fall. Back out to Danny Hickey. This Pirate squad trying to get in their seniors and reserves into this game tonight. The junior, Rob Cabinetti, 2-point shot will fall. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Great job by Cabinetti. Great athleticism there. Just going up, finishing, and opportunity for a 3-point play.
Coach Eustache vehemently against that call right now. Tom, Rob Cabinetti quietly putting a very consistent season together here in his junior season. Hasn't been able to show his skills and any light of day due to the fact of how talented their starting lineup is and how his guard presence is heavy on this Pirates team. As Jonathan Kelly tries his own 3-pointer from deep, rebounded by Danny Hickey.
Rocco, going back to Cabinetti, he's a great 6-man for this team. And, he's definitely shown his abilities to be a starter and, his talents and what he can do. And like you said, Rocco, he's putting together a great season.
Rotate. Good, down.
Right there as Les Jumbio and Dylan And double-teamed Nick Santiago, but both were called for the foul there as they trapped them together. And Pirates are in the bonus, so they will go to the line to shoot 2.
64-39. Mepham is up.
Santiago First free throw will not fall. Both free throws won't go. And the Pirates and the Gladiators will take a possession. Legimbio drives on Nick Reel. Goes to the rack and gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Legimbio knocks down his first free throw. Substitution coming in here. Billy Kender coming in for Jack Fontanetta. Legimbio's free throw won't fall, but rebounded by Dylan And. Rajot's three will not fall. All the way down court is Danny Hickey as he will go off to the races. A chase down block by, great hustle by the senior Jazzo Singh. Kind of looked like a little bit of a LeBron Finals block we saw back in 2016 with that hustle. But instead it fouls Danny Hickey in the act of shooting. And
good chase down there, Rocco, as, you know, it looked almost like a block, but, you know, it's going to go in as a foul. So 64-40 here. We'll stick to a 24-point lead for the Pirates.
Robert Cabinetti coming out for a substitution. Checking in is Jake Davis, Jr.
.64-40, still 2:52, Rocco. It's coming down to the wire here. Couple more points here for Mepham. I should be able to put it in the bag. We will be here Monday, Rocco, for Mepham's next game. Kayla Donnelly-Smith against, you know, crosstown rival Calhoun.
That's going to be a big game, Tom. Both the coaches, depending on what happens tonight, we already know it's kind of a done deal right now that the Pirates are up by 24. They'll be heading for a fifth straight win at 9-4. We'll see what happens to Calhoun tonight. Depending on whether Calhoun wins tonight, they'll still be deadlocked at second place. But at Kayla Donnelly-Smith night on Monday, it's going to be a huge game for both.
And it's not only going to be, you know, it's not only going to be for a cause, Rocco, but it's also going to be for the A1 conference as we look here. Long Beach standing alone at 12-0, undefeated. Mepham's right behind them at 8-4. Calhoun's right behind them at 8-4. So depending on what Calhoun does tonight, it'll be a considerate game. If Calhoun wins 9-4, as Mepham could hold on to this one 9-4. It'll be a great A1 battle, but also there for a good cause and a crosstown rival district matchup.
Jonathan Kelly thought about shooting three-pointer, gets it over to Rajot. Loses it out of bounds.
New Hyde Park stands 7th in the A1 conference at 2-10.
Billy Kender drives up the court. Ball back up top to Kender. Kender finds Jake Davis. Davis thought about shooting it, gets it back up to Nick Santiago. Just under 7 seconds left here on the shot clock as Nick Santiago is going to the line to shoot two. The crowd is getting pumped, Tom, for the anticipation for both of their managers, Peter Goglia and Alex Cody. And here comes the seniors on such a special night. Peter Goglia checks in for the first time tonight.
One of the last games that these guys will be playing with the Pirates. Special night. 65-40. Leads up to 25 for the Pirates. 2:09.
The junior Alex Cody will be defending here up top. Ball was rebounded by Jake Davis. Up top is Lejambio. Rajo shoots a long three from way downtown. Rajo putting together quite a quiet night right now. He's got 9 points, 3 made three-pointers. Proven very lethal from downtown tonight. Alex Cody finds Peter Gogia. Peter Gogia threading the needle, finds a wide-open Jake Davis.
Yeah,
Would have had the basket, but stopped his feet just a little bit short. Got a little bit of happy feet right there, heading to the basket.
Rocco Jasjot Singh been a deep threat downtown for Mepham in the second half, and you're right, Rocco. He's putting together a nice little second half here.
Ball was blocked away by Jake Davis.
Blocked away by Davis, but not before
Lejambio
he takes a foul. So 65-43. 22 points from Mepham as they look to close this one away with 1:14 left.
Lejambio trying to nail down this second free throw, does. 65-44 Mepham right now with just 1:11 here left in the fourth quarter. Peter Goglia tried to shoot it. Thought about shooting it right there. Jake Davis tried to steal it right there. Just under a minute here on senior night here from Mepham High School. Another block by Nick Reel. Lejambio tried to find a cunning backdoor. Adrian. Alex Cody tries to find someone who is Peter Goglia, but was not able to go on that pass. Alex Cody over there with the steal. 25 seconds left.
Mepham just trying to burn time, secure the win, 65-44, up 21. Looking to just secure this win and put it in the books. They face a tough Calhoun on Monday.
Rajo from deep again.
Jasjot Singh, a deep threat. 65-47. Four seconds left. One shot here.
As the Gladiators will in turn turn to 4-14 here, and 2-11 overall. The Pirates get it done on senior night, and they improved to 9-4. Huge performances by the seniors, but a great attribution to all their hard work. Gladiators, in the end, could not stop the lethal force that was Mepham. They turned to 9-4, and depending on what Calhoun does tonight, they will be in possession. They will be in possession for second place right now.
Yeah, you're right, Rocco. And, you know, it was close. The first quarter was close. Mepham took it away at the end, just carried it on. 18-point lead, and they stuck with it to secure the win.
Yeah, Tom, was great showings by both